Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday and the day of launch. We are live with the Emblem token, the Emblem migration, and man, what a busy day it's been, actually. Still going.
It's still going, bro. It never stops, man. It's like for anybody who hasn't done this sort of thing, it's like it's 1,000 moving parts. And honestly, when you're battle tested and you've done it 50 times, it's like this is just the normal situation, man, right? So you get used to it, but it's never easy. Like this stuff just isn't easy, man. But we got it done, man.
Let's go. Launch day, another launch day. Minor technical difficulties, of course, but we've got the live stream firing up, communities cruising in, and we've got this ready to roll. So pretty smooth. Everything on the operational side, internally from token launch to all the updates that we have coming are going pretty smoothly. But usually it's just X that's our biggest issue.
Yeah.
C0 says, can we migrate like right now? Yeah, of course you can. The Migrate Fund protocol allows for anyone to migrate even up to 90 days after the migration ends for late migrators. If you miss the window, there's a 25% penalty, but you just go to the claim portal. There's a tutorial on the Migrate Fund feed that'll show you exactly how to claim. It takes about 10 seconds to do so. Just make sure you're signed into the wallet that was included in the snapshot, basically the wallet that held Hustle at the time of the migration ending about 3 hours ago, and you'll be good to go.
I'll post it up top for anybody who missed it.
Yeah, what's good, Bratoshi? Says Emblem is here. That it is. Let's see. Yeah, let's see where it's at. Actually, when it launched, I saw it pump to like $8 million market cap and then came back down. I think it's around like 5 million. Yeah, it's around 5 million. 4.9 mil or so. I've been setting up all of the deck, like the deck screener and the holder scan and like all the different bullshit that comes with it. Looks like volumes kind of died out a little bit as people are claiming their tokens, as everything kind of has to get set up on the back end. But nonetheless, we continue to move forward. Everyone's got to hit them emojis, and it'll be a little slow, but we got a lot of surprises that are going to be coming here shortly. Says, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, we'll be grinding it out. I'm a little exhausted already by the day, but it doesn't end anytime soon.
It doesn't end anytime soon. It's like, I mean, just the kind of like procedures just for this. Not only do we have to like basically, end the migration, launch the new token, but then it's, like Jake's running around changing the deck screener, doing all this sort of stuff along with notifying the community and all, it's more than you'd expect. Let's put it that way. Especially when we're not only the migrating project, but we're also the team making sure that technically it's going off without a hitch. And there's always a fucking hitch, bro. Always. Never not a hitch. So it's fucking awesome that got it done.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a lot of moving parts, especially when you have major tokens moving across a bunch of systems. You need to be extremely careful. Days like today, there's a ton of scammers out there, a ton of opportunists that are just looking to take advantage of the chaos and kind of stir up trouble. So not only do we as a team have to be extremely cautious with everything that we do, double, triple check everything, but so does the community, and so does anyone kind of paying attention, because it is pretty rough out there. And every migration that we do, there's always someone that kind of gets taken advantage of or kind of gets lost within the chaos. So it's extremely important to just be diligent and make sure that you're paying attention every step of the way.
For sure.
Man, how funny is it how dead Twitter Spaces are compared to the live stream nowadays? It's crazy. It was complete opposite a few years ago. Now it's like no one listens.
Wait, do you want your bots back, Jake? Should we get
I hope that X just wipes all of the fake accounts out. I hope that everything just gets a massive reset and everyone has 10 followers and you have to start from scratch again. Yeah. Really show who can survive in the new environments that exist today. Damn, you guys are all quiet. You got nothing, huh?
We're ready to talk about Emblem. We're ready to talk about all the updates we have. We're ready to talk about the history of Emblem Vault, how we got here, and everything that's coming next.
Bro, well, it's like we've already been on like 2 calls. Like, it's just it is what it is. It's a busy day. We got another project just launched the migration today as well.
It launched at the same time. Yeah, the relax token. And we just got off a call with a pretty big builder on Solana. I would say look forward to, if you're an Emblem holder, look forward to a handful of things coming over the next, I guess, the rest of the month, really. So a few weeks. Got a lot of surprises in store, a lot of different stuff. Emblem build, for those that are interested, we're going to be passing out some special invites here. I think Adam's already started, but
if anybody's in the audience listening and wants an invite to access it early, which I'd highly encourage, because basically we're subsidizing it, just shoot me a DM and I'll walk you through it and get you hooked up. I'm pretty excited about it. We got some cool builders going to try some stuff, and this is just like Shannon's been building this for 3-4 months now, so it's going to be really exciting just to get it out in people's hands. Definitely excited about this for sure.
Yeah, time to grind. Chris, what could we look forward to from the Emblem terminal?
Man, a lot to look forward to. Obviously, with the Emblem token launch, there's going to be a lot of people that are tuning in that have never heard of Emblem Vault before and kind of how we got here. But Emblem Vault's a company that's been around for almost 10 years now. It was founded in 2016 by our founder, Shannon Code. We've been a product company throughout that period of time, just kind of focused on cross-chain technologies. And then starting over the last 18 months, we really started dipping in to the crypto AI terminal and kind of pioneered the chat interface for how you create on-chain executions, research, and data analytics. And that was kind of became the center of our company over the last 18 months, and really kind of stands alone as the most prominent.
Bro,
did we lose him?
He just rugged himself, bro. Well, dude, he was right though. Technical, whatever it is about launch days, always technical stuff. I was telling him before I jumped on Steam. Yeah. It was like, dude, I couldn't get my audio to work. I'm like resetting my freaking computer, and it was like, no, just Chris is like, bro, it's launch day. This is what happens on launch days, bro.
It's launch day, right? So, we've been building the space for just about a decade. A team of about 11 people at the moment, 10, 11 people. And, the things that are coming next are just really doubling down on what the community really has been looking for token discovery, anything to do with on-chain executions, making everything that you need to succeed in the trenches in the crypto environment to be successful. Everything in your toolkit will be available on emblemvault.ai. So pretty cool stuff coming. The token launch is just kind of the culmination of everything that we've built so far, bringing all of our companies, all of our products under one token, under one unified mission. And that's to kind of push the Emblem Vault token as far as we can go.
Yeah, we finally have an opportunity to become a token company, or at least focusing on the token concept and accruing value to it, introducing speculation, utility, intelligence, right? All the kind of buzzwords that you could fill in there to get people interested. And we're pursuing all of them. The conversations are definitely not easy when it comes to partners and listings and exchanges and integrations and all the fun stuff. I mean, Adam and I just got off a call with a gigantic Solana builder, and who just launched like a whole AI kind of project, I guess you'd say, or a whole AI component to their system. And they're like, yeah, this shit's dead. Right? I mean, it's the same thing that we've kind of said is everyone is building AI infrastructure, but there aren't that many agentic builders. And I think this always seems to be, this was an issue on Ethereum for a long time. It was like, how many L2s are we going to have for, a few 100,000 people? It's not really needed. But at some point in time that will be needed. It was like the Bitcoin L2 space, right? We need to scale Bitcoin, but after Bitcoin basically eliminated ordinals and came out against them, there's no need for an L2 at this point in time. And so it's kind of figuring out where that next interest is. We were talking about like, agents or AI in general. Base really is kind of run away with it, but it seems like the token activity is kind of dying down. Banker has like a pretty dominant stranglehold on that ecosystem for people building OpenClaw agents, but I don't think that's going to translate over to Solana. I think it's going to be definitely something built different. I mean, this is why we're kind of really doubling down on the application side, because all the application builders are on Solana. So if you can just go build your own crypto application, that would be, to me, more of the AI focus on Solana. But we saw that Tron is now entering the game. They launched something the other day. I saw Justin Sun posting about it. Stacks is trying to get into the game. And I think Abstract is out there. So there are a lot of kind of ancillary builders in the AI space who's going to try to take a shot on goal, because if you do win, then it's obviously enormous. I mean, I know Banker has made, I think, like $8 million or so since the start of the year. But I think that's kind of cupcakes compared to some of the next waves of agentic software in crypto.
Totally. I mean, it's definitely like, what's that meme where it's like, people are going to pan for gold, and they need shovels and stuff, and well, you want to sell the shovels, but right now that image is everybody just selling shovels, and there aren't many people actually panning for gold. In the agent space, it's like everybody's trying to build out this infrastructure, but the agents really, it's just such early games. They're really not doing stuff that is impacting, normies. And, if there was ever a time when like crypto could make that leap to the normies, like, bro, this is it, dude. And that's what I'm like trying to like wrap my head around. Like anybody who's whatever, on Instagram or on TikTok and is an entrepreneur, and you want to build something with a crypto flavor to it or a crypto tech underneath, like this is going to be it, bro. This is going to be like your opportunity to do stuff like this. And you can't with Claude right now. And so this is that opportunity. And I think once people understand that idea, they're going to do it, dude. Cause it's like, at the end of the day, when crypto, if you build something big in crypto or something that hits in crypto, bro, everybody understands that that's a multi, if not $1 million payday. So I think we'll get a lot of builders out there once people are aware of it. What are you going to build first, Chris?
Ooh, I mean, we've got a couple of products in mind for the Emblem side. So what I'm speaking of is like the Emblem build platform that'll be launching towards the end of the month. A completely new platform that'll be tied into the Emblem Vault AI platform as well. So one platform, but a couple different use cases within it. Not only just a trading terminal, but an actual building platform as well, where you can build and launch crypto assets in the click of a button.
Yeah.
So that's a huge new platform feature that we're launching at the end of the month. Something really to look forward to. Not only does it allow us as a team to really speed up our build process, because that's how we do it internally. We've brought together all the tools and automated a lot of the systems that we use internally so that others can use it as well. So not only will we be able to automate our workload, but and kind of speed up our workload, but we're kind of opening the floodgates for every other user to be able to launch and push crypto applications at the click of a button as well. So, our really, our biggest kind of North Star is to allow anyone in crypto to have the tools that they need to be successful. Whether you're a trader or a speculator, you have research, data, on-chain execution, all at your fingertips through the AI terminal. If you're a builder or a community member, now you'll have access to build maybe community-based crypto games or crypto applications or advanced trading applications as well on the build side. And then we also have like our agent stack, which is more of an autonomous stack that's based on skills and a bunch of other applications that are just completely wide open for agents to use publicly. So all different sides of the user economy, whether you're a builder, a speculator, or an actual agent, Emblem Vault kind of has you covered on all the bases.
We're out here competing against 5 teams who are left in this space.
Are there 5?
Well, I think there's really right. It's us. It's kind of the same teams we've been talking about. It's like us, Hanon, Banker, and Wayfinder. I think is still out there as well. And those teams are still exist, all evolving into kind of different directions. Banker obviously still kind of in the lead. I saw that they actually are announcing some sort of V2 product. Literally that they just posted a few minutes ago as we're talking. Maybe they're waiting for us to come on the stream so that we could talk about it. Banker V2, first class crypto support and agentic wallet. Ask your wallet anything, Polymarket, perp swaps. It has a sandbox file system, CLI access, API access, MCP skills, and VARs. It looks like they redid their UI. Kind of looks like ours, honestly. Right? Doesn't this kind of look like ours?
Kind of.
You have like the left hand.
I have to call the lawyer about this one. Jesus Christ.
A little suspicious, to be honest.
That's suspicious as fuck, dude.
They have a file system, so that's something new. But it just kind of reiterates that everyone is building towards the same direction, right? It's a super app of some capacity. It looks like here, but they're just more focused on agents. Will be a little bit more focused on apps and retail traders. Although retail traders using AI is still quite small. I don't understand why. Is it just because there's no tokens to find, right? There's no volume. I mean, we were seeing like, I think at one point we saw like $2 million in 24-hour volume in the Emblem terminal or the Hustle terminal at the time when the market was hot. But since then, it's completely faded away.
Well, meme coins are dead. I mean, let's be honest, right? That's the main thing. If meme coins ripped back, I think use case would jump back up again because it is really good. But then again, it's also just people just don't change their habits, right? And if they trade on whatever, a Telegram bot or a Photon or whatever, that's just their interface, right? And so, part of it is just that, right? Just building out getting that kind of network effect is really hard to break for people. You really have to give them something extraordinarily excellent for them to really make that move. That's what I'm hoping we got here is something really excellent, that people are like, fuck, I gotta go there, right? And
dude, X is like completely broken. Every time I refresh my feed, it just shows the same thing.
Same
you guys
thing,
get that too?
Yes, all the time, dude. Literally refresh and it's like the same fucking post.
I can't even get any new content. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so talk about like making people have switch over to new platforms. Usually you need like a 10x improvement or a 100x improvement from what they're currently using. It was kind of a process for people to switch from a desktop wallet to kind of more of a trading bot wallet, and those are more advanced traders. The cool thing about AI is that it sells itself. You have 180 IQ plus digital assistant in your pocket at 24 hours a day instantly for any kind of questions, any kind of executions, any kind of research that you need. So instead of following the latest KOL or the latest crypto influencer that might be showing the latest token, you can kind of completely bypass that and use your own wits alongside AI to find tokens before they reach the timeline, or to find what might be the next big narrative that's brewing on the internet before you see it on Twitter. And so there's a million different use cases that you can use an AI terminal in crypto and kind of just bypass the whole KOL and influencer network and use your own wits to kind of make your own, make your own destiny come to realization, because you don't have to have that barrier of what everyone else approves of. You can find it before it reaches the timeline.
I mean, what was it like a couple weeks ago? I think it was Orangey built out a crypto trading bot for himself using Claude or whatever. Like, dude, this is that, but you can build something way better, like infinitely better than what Claude is going to build you, right? Because it has all of the crypto data. Like, it's built specifically for crypto. So like finding the tokens, getting in and out of the tokens, all that sort of stuff is going to be way, way better. Using Emblem build than trying to build this through Claude with a couple different skills or plugins. So like even just that very, very simple thing, getting a trading assistant with you or a trading bot for you, being able to build that out is it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to talk about, guys. My brain is fried,
like
and
Jake's
I can't.
up at 4 a.m. He's been grinding for 7, 8 hours, and he's like,
well, I can't refresh my feed. My feed doesn't show anything. It just keeps showing me the same tweet, so I don't have any information to pull from. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I don't know. Is there anything from your guys' minds like that?
I just think probably the most important things for today are just like everything Emblem, like, you know, how we got here, what's coming next. So, you know, unifying everything under the Emblem Vault brand, we've kind of really pushed the products to maturity or almost to maturity. We didn't want to release a bunch of marketing, get on a bunch of exchanges, and kind of run the token route until the products were at a stable place that when new users do flood in to use them, everybody's extremely impressed. You know, you don't want to push a bunch of users to a half-built product. And so we spent the last 18 months building out the AI trading terminal, and now it's a point of maturity where it's full of features that are pretty exciting to pretty much anyone, whether you're an intermediate trader or an advanced trader. You'll find something that's extremely useful and extremely helpful that's not really available anywhere else. And then also with the upcoming build edition, it's just going to be a completely refreshed and new side of the platform that exists literally nowhere else in crypto. So it just took a lot of time. We've been building this AI platform for the last 18 months, and it's finally kind of reached a point of maturity where we can finally push users and kind of grow our daily active users from, you know, 150, 200 to, you know, 1,000, 2,000 over the next couple months, and really kind of introduce people to crypto trading in a new advanced way that they don't have access to before.
Yep. I'm actually really excited, not only for just, you know, regular people to use it, because I think that's just fun and, you know, very shareable and stuff like that. But I'm actually like, I got a hold of kind of an old friend who's like couple of people actually who are like serious builders, been in crypto forever, and just are like real devs. And I'm actually excited for them because this is the type of thing where their kind of intuition about building something, where before it would have just been way too much of a pain in the ass, way too much time invested to build something out. This, they can just kind of go at it like Shannon does, which is just basically create the scaffolding around the idea and then set the agents loose on it, right? Which high-end devs, like, that's the differentiator today, is they can create the scaffolding and the procedures for these agents. And then all of a sudden, you know, you set it and the next morning you wake up and you've got fucking product, right? That's who I'm like most excited about, because that, you know, that's going to be available now, which, let's be clear, like, was completely impossible a year ago, completely impossible. We had a hard time getting anybody to build on Emblem Vault. And now, like, a monkey can build on top of Emblem. So yeah, it's just going to be really, really exciting. I love that. What is this, Jake? Is this, this was this thing, did Shannon build this?
Yeah, so I have here on the live stream, this is something that Shannon had built in Emblem build. It's called Degen Swipe. It's basically a gamified prediction market, right? So if everyone's been on Tinder before, where you swipe left for no, right for yes. And so it presents you a prediction market, right? This one says, will FC Barcelona win on April 14th? And it shows you the prediction odds, 81% yes and no, and you could swipe right. And so then it shows yes, and then you have the betting amount. And it's just like a way to basically put different bets in front of you. Because I know a lot of people, we've come to find this with the Emblem terminal, as well as just crypto in general. People don't like searching for alpha. They just want options put in front of them to basically say yes or no.
Yeah.
So this is a way where it just puts different prediction markets in front of you. This is obviously, I think this is real data, but it's a kind of a mock simulation, and you can categorize it by economy, entertainment, geopolitics, or kind of whatever. But the reason why I pulled this up is that it emphasizes that the build terminal is web applications that have crypto integrations, whereas on the other side of it, you see a lot of other crypto vibe coding platforms. They start with the smart contract first, and then you kind of introduce React components afterwards. But the majority of people are not trying to build an NFT marketplace. They're not trying to build an OpenSea competitor. They're not trying to build a Uniswap competitor. They're trying to find something that is native to their skill set and that they have an edge in. It's like, why would I go build the next liquid staking application when Jito's worth $1 bajillion already and has already cornered that market. But I do know that I do know that I live in Las Vegas and I have, an edge in the real estate market or the gaming market, and I can use those skills to build something similar to that and integrate on-chain agents or prediction markets or something like that. And so that's the direction that we're going, and it is actually quite simple to do. And System Trader says, when can we beta test Emblem build? Actually, today we just got the sign up sheet, so I'm gonna have to message a bunch of people. I haven't been able to really have a second for the last like 8 hours, but once I do, or Adam, if you want to send it to System Trader or whoever else,
just shoot me a DM. Anybody out there listening who wants early access, just shoot me a DM and I'll hook you up.
Yes, sir. So it'll be good. I think it's blown away. Shannon actually said that what we just saw with Banker is pretty similar to what Emblem Build is actually. So where it seemed to always be building in the same direction. Although this one, I think we're actually ahead of them. So they've always been kind of like a month ahead of us, but I think we actually may be ahead this time. And in AI's race, that's what's most important because the network effects are so astounding here.
Well, we've seen it again and again. Like you build stuff and literally we're a day or two away from releasing it, and whatever Anthropic or fucking releases it. It's literally like that. And I was talking to one of my dev friends this morning, and he came out with this new thing, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty sweet, man. And he's like, yeah, I'm really excited about it. And I'm like, be prepared for it to fucking be released by OpenAI tomorrow, this week. Like you're going to get fucking. Like there is almost no, I've never experienced anything like this in business ever. Like this is there's no moats, there's no kind of barriers preventing everybody from doing basically the same thing and moving in the same direction. He's like, yeah, I can totally imagine. That's why I did apply for a patent for it. I was like, well, there you go, man. He's old school. He's like, yeah, let me sue him, man. And so that was kind of funny, but yeah, I've never felt something like this in crypto where it's like in AI where the leapfrogging of what you think is new and innovative. You're new and innovative for about a week. So it's incredible. The treadmill is incredible in AI. I mean, there's anything even close to this I've ever experienced in any form of business ever.
Bratoshi said he's going to slide in the DMs.
Oh, bro, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, there's a handful of people.
Let's go. And in the AI era, the product is one thing, but the distribution is another, right? And so as like a full stack platform within the trading terminal and the build terminal, if you want to be a meme coin trader, you have access to the latest meme coins that are launching nonstop. If you want to do token research on what the next big narrative might be, you have access to a full suite of research products. And then if you want to build the next greatest crypto speculation game or the next great trading bot or the next community NFT game or whatever it might be, you can spin all those up on the build side. Yep. But the most exciting thing is just to bring all of this together in one singular place, all kind of wrapped and centered around the Emblem token, where we can do growth incentives and community building and just different marketing campaigns and exchange listings that bring everything together to reward our users and kind of grow the product in tandem alongside the token.
It looks like there's some issues with the buy bot. So Kroon is working on it. I'll go in and try to fix it as well. Got a bunch of big buys coming in the last few minutes or so. So we'll make sure to get that up and running. If you haven't made your Emblem PFP yet, then definitely hop on that. We spent a few weeks building this stuff out. So go hop in there. It's emblempfp.com. Join the community. Simple way to just upload. You could use your real image. You could use Pepe. You could use a robot, whatever you want. Go ahead in here. It's pretty simple to use, and at least post it or, rock it as your PFP. Because I think Pepe looks pretty good up there.
Yep. One thing I don't think we mentioned, well, I guess we talked about it a little bit, but now that we've kind of landed on the NBOSS token, I think it's pretty exciting. We can do some cool stuff with tokenomics, right? that'll be rolling out in the next month or so. Once Emblem Build is live and how it interfaces with Migrate Fund and stuff. I think that'll be some cool stuff that can also, provide real utility to the token as well, especially when Migrate Fund is public, which we're working hard at. Getting Migrate Fund public where people can really just go on and begin migrating their project's token, without us having to jump on calls and do Zoom calls and stuff. I think it's going to be awesome. And, it could go sideways. There's going to be some sideways shit, some, vamp attacks and stuff, no doubt. But I think that could be interesting and fun and create some real buzz on the timeline. So, could pretty much say with certainty that you're going to need some Emblem tokens to do that sort of stuff. So could get real interesting, I think.
There's a lot of opportunity for crossover tokenomics. A system trader says Emblem builder contest. Yeah. I think once the Emblem token, if you could get up above like 10 million, right, then I think that gives us enough capital to start doing like hackathons, things like that. We've seen a lot of these AI companies. I saw MoonPay did one with their open wallet, which is essentially Emblem Vault. I'm sure I think Banker has done a few as well, and we definitely want to do some. But the crossover tokenomics between Migrate Fund and Emblem, I think, is something that is literally unmatched to anything else. They're very rare do any companies have one winning application, and Emblem's had two so far, and the terminal will eventually be the third. So it could really hit the trifecta here at some point in time. But if you look at just Migrate Fund, it's generated, I think, almost $600,000 since it was launched in October. So 600K in 6 months. It's had over 20,000 unique migrators, over 300,000 unique people have visited the site. And the demand for migrations is only increasing. We're launching our first cross-chain migration next week, Bobo 420 at 420, ETH to Sol. And that could potentially open up the floodgates as a specific blockchain we're in contact with about Migrate Fund, who's showing some interest in the EVM side of things. So you could really open up those floodgates, and there's an opportunity to use the Emblem token to ensure that holders are incentivized, I guess, or aligned with all of the projects that come through Migrate Fund, and then also within all of the projects that come through Emblem Build, right? You kind of have this dual-sided narrative. With Emblem Build, right, we have 7 different blockchains. So you could build a cross-chain application for Bitcoin or Solana or Base. And since we have migrations on Sol, and we've migrated 75 projects, but now you'll have ETH and other EVMs, right? You could unlock that to literally hundreds of different projects that have come through the platform by the end of the year. And so the question is, how do Emblem holders, be rewarded in that capacity, or how are they incentively aligned to all of those projects? Because one thing we have noticed with the migration projects is at the end, once you're done migrating, it's only a few hundred people at the end of the day, because you're essentially getting rid of all the bots and you're essentially aligning all of the real people. But at the end of the Emblem, or at the end of the Hustle migration, it was 407 wallets. Obviously, some people have multiple. So you're saying maybe there's 300 active people in this community. That seems low. I've seen some of these migrations, it's literally like 40 people, right? But
yeah,
if they are able to, have the Emblem community backing them, either social support, builders, whatever, I think it's a good opportunity ahead. So we're able to explore all of those. We have the vaulting technology, obviously, which not a lot of people have, and vaults are only going to continue to grow. So if you kind of like summarize it, it's like Migrate Fund is more distribution because it already has users. It has attention, right? It's a winning product. An Emblem terminal, the goal is to incentivize people to use the actual platform, whether it's trading or building. And the goal is to get up to 1,000 daily active users.
I just realized we actually have 69 projects claimed and completed, or in claims or completed right now, with 1 active. So we're at the 70 mark now. So this is pretty sweet.
Let's go. And this is really, there's no perfect time to launch a token, and it's really important to kind of take note as like where we are in the market, right? Where it's been a brutal 18 months, right? And the markets have been pretty rough, but this company's been building for over 10 years. We're on track to do over $1 million in revenue this year alone with just one of our products. We're at the beginning stages of scaling and growing our 2 other platforms. And this is just really kind of the beginning of just the real growth phase of Emblem Vault as a company. We're no longer a single product company. We're a multi-platform company. And we just have a ton that we can build within our own platforms and shoot out to, our growing community as we kind of build out the rest of all of our vision.
Yeah, exciting times ahead. Bratoshi says noise. And we'll continue. Yeah, I guess it's really kind of looking to see what's next in the AI space, right? Anthropic's basically just building out every SaaS company possible and seeing what sticks. OpenAI is trying to get into enterprise. Crypto's kind of in this. It seems like the market's definitely more bullish. Maybe it's just because of the Iran war and what's going on there. Maybe we'll talk about that. But as we know, in crypto, what's it, speculation or price leads narrative. So it doesn't, you don't really like it at the bottom. It feels so barren because the price isn't moving and everyone is afraid to go launch whatever that new project is.
Yep.
But we see this through Migrate Fund is literally the second that the market starts going back up, there's 5 to 10 projects reaching out about migrating. And what that tells me is that builders are feeling a little bit more confident in dedicating time to new ventures, right? Because that's what a migration is. You're literally taking a project and moving it to a new ecosystem to basically start fresh again. And we're getting a lot of different projects reaching out about CTOs, which is cool, and a lot of different kind of unique ideas. And it seems like if the traders are making money, then the builders are going to go try to chase where all of that's going. And if the price continues here or if it's just kind of a head fake, we'll see. But it does seem like the Iran war is the leading narrative, and it does seem like it's coming to an end, hopefully here over the next few weeks. If that's done, and then you have obviously Venezuela's done, maybe Russia, Ukraine, and maybe all of the bullish legal work that's been done, right? Well, yesterday there was was it the CFTC or SEC advisory basically saying that wallets and front ends do not have to register and you're good to go as long as it's like a non-custodial app. That's like something we dreamed for. I mean, when Adam and I joined the company, we had to basically detach Covol from Emblem Vault because of that exact rule, which was what we were afraid of, right? Because it's like if you're even a hint of being non-custodial or being custodial, right, you're basically going to be labeled as a security. You're going to be labeled as a threat, and they're going to kind of take you down. So it's a complete 180 from what's happened. Although that rule, I think, is only guidance for 5 years and then expires. So if we get AOC, then we're screwed.
I saw Eric Voorhees on the timeline. It was like, can I get a refund or just thinking how he got screwed. But yeah, there's so much good news in crypto. But crypto always needs a new narrative or something to drive the next wave. And so it's, it may come out of left field. We might have no idea what it is. But certainly we've seen in AI, we've already had 2 AI cycles. And I just think we're primed for that third, man. I mean, I think we're primed for that third. There's nothing preventing somebody from building a killer app using Emblem Build, launching a token against it, maybe doing some other stuff that we're talking about, kind of behind the scenes that may be cool, part of Emblem Build, and doing something that just rips. And, and so, yeah, rather than just the last cycle, which was kind of like, oh, the devs, let's just attach this token to a dev's GitHub, and that dev can go and claim fucking the rewards for that token. No. This is something very different. And so I just think there's this real opportunity here where somebody could build something cool, it explode, and that token just absolutely melt faces. So, but it's got to be something new and interesting. That's just the way crypto works.
Facts. And it's just like everyone can be down on, how the market's had a couple of rough months and rough stages, or you can just really make the best out of the opportunity that's at hand. You can find real builders that are building real products and doing real things in the crypto space. You can find what will be the next big tokens of the next cycle, or you can find tools that will help you find those products and those teams and that give you the edge that'll push your trading to the next level. So instead of just sitting idly and stepping back from crypto, this is really the time to be leaning in when everyone else is leaning out, because that's where your max opportunity is going to lie. So, just kind of stay focused. It's easy to kind of get lackadaisical, but everyone in crypto knows that there's no opportunity in the world that exists like the crypto markets. So whether you're spending your time looking for what the next big teams will be, what the next big tokens will be, or what the next big tools will be that will help you find those, this is the time to kind of take advantage of those opportunities and really get ahead of everyone else that's been stepping back. This is the time to move forward.
By the way, Relax is now at just touching 10%. So good job on those guys getting fast.
Within the first day. A lot of projects a lot of people have reached out about these like CTO migrations. I think what some creators or builders are realizing is that it's essentially somewhat free liquidity if you can convince the community or the token holders to migrate their tokens. And if they believe in you as somebody who can essentially make number go up, right? That's kind of what everyone wants. So it's at 9.9%. Let's say here, for example, I find a dead shitcoin meme coin that has 70K in its liquidity pool because it was very active and traded in 2025. But the community is like essentially dead, right? Now the token's around like 50K or 100K. If I'm somebody who has credibility, or maybe if I'm just like a good salesperson, then I can tell people, hey, I'm going to take this token with this liquidity and I'm going to either revive it with the same brand, or I'm going to basically turn it into my new company. And if you could convince those token holders to migrate it, then essentially you have 100K in your liquidity pool, or whatever that number comes out to at the time. And over the last, let's say, month or two, a lot of individual type creators have reached out about this kind of idea. And unfortunately, I wish we had the dashboard live so that they could just go ahead and do it without reaching out to us. But at some point, that dashboard will be live and they don't even have to have a conversation with us. They just go ahead and do it. And once that happens, I think you get multiple migrations running a day. Not only is liquidity going to be unlocked, but creativity will kind of be front and center as well.
Yep. And Adam and Jake get their lives back. So that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Excited.
That'd be very nice.
Get the boys back.
Boys will get back. Yeah, we can start building other stuff. But hey, it's been great though. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we've helped a lot of teams. Get fresh starts, new charts, whole bunch of treasury. I mean, shit. The amount of teams we've gotten, 10, 20, 30% of their token supply back to move forward with their projects. Like, it's a big deal. So, I'm super proud of what we've done with Migrate Fund. It's pretty awesome.
Bullish. Any news topics that you guys would like to cover? It's crazy that I've refreshed my Twitter this whole time and I still get the same tweet.
Still got nothing.
I literally can't get anything. It's like it's dead.
One thing everybody should know with Emblem is that it will be live on Mexi. Is it going to be later today or tomorrow? It'll go live on Mexi. Jake?
Well, you just totally blew that.
Oh, did I? Was that?
Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh shit! Did I? I didn't know that was on the down low. I thought this was going to be like
maybe some alpha for the live streamers. Huh?
There you go, fucking alpha, bro. There's the alpha.
There's the alpha.
Maybe some alpha, maybe some more to
come.
Bro,
that's why only the people who are in our listening to our spaces get to hear this. This is the ultra alpha. Nice.
But yeah, I mean, there's just a ton of moving parts going forward. The team has a ton of surface area covered. This is literally the coolest time to be kind of in tech, to be around. Not only everyone has this dream of making it rich as a crypto trader or whatever it might be. That's why so many people have joined the industry. But now you can actually build whatever the next biggest application might be too. through not only platforms like Claude and ChatGPT, but also what we're building with Emblem Build. So just kind of opening up an entire new avenue of how you can actually make the next big thing. And it's really the time to kind of step on the gas and really pay attention, because there's never been an opportunity like this before. And so whether you want to be a vibe coder, you want to be a vibe trader, whether you want to, just advance your crypto trading skills and just have instant access to everything that's going on in the market at your fingertips. The Emblem AI platform and the Emblem Build platform are literally best in class. There's nothing even close to them at the moment.
Let's go. Somebody DM me. They realized that the CA is We Emblem.
We Emblem, baby.
Yeah, that's why we chose that. So, yeah, we'll continue to grind it out and see kind of what's going on here. I think I'll wrap it up today. Buy some Emblem, hold. There's a lot of things in the pipeline over the next few weeks as we do move into the next era. And hopefully we time the bottom. If we time the bottom, then I think we're pretty good. I know that's what Bobo was looking for when he reached out. That was like his entire goal as well, was to start the migration at the Pico bottom, because then you get the full upside. Essentially, everyone wants a chart that just goes straight up and to the right over time, right? So if you
he was worried that the market was going to turn around on him and get bullish on him before they have a chance to migrate. Yeah, he wants the bear.
Yeah, you want because if you launch your coin at the bottom, then essentially you get this like staircase up for literally months or even like years, depending on the strength of the bull market. So if we are able to time this right, like if the bull market comes back in the next month, right, then obviously Emblem moves with Solana. I mean, a lot of these tokens, they just go up in price because the native asset goes up in price, right? If Sol doubles here, then essentially every token goes up 50% in USD value just because of the underlying token increasing. So if you're bullish on Sol, then you're bullish on Emblem, but more importantly, multi-chain. And until then, everyone have a fun and safe Tuesday. Still got to submit to all these different directories and stuff like that. So make sure that you claim your tokens. And we'll be back here Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Until then, stay safe out there.